Gilbert.
Now I know why you were going over there for dinner. You thought you were going to get in her pants. She's hot.
Gilbert could never think that.
You know what? No, that's all Gilbert would go for.
He couldn't really think that.
I had no idea Amy was good looking.
Gilbert's looking for a job, I'm
Gilbert
sure.
would come over for a free meal. That's what Gilbert wants.
And you and Bronson would entertain Gilbert?
No, not Bronson. This was before Bronson was living
Yeah, Gilbert thought he could get in your pants.
No, I thought I could meet Bronson Pinchot.
I don't understand something. First of all, you got to explain something to me. You must have a weird business set up. We had Gilbert on the other day.
Yeah.
Your assistant calls in and starts yelling at Gilbert. But
my babysitter.
Is she your babysitter?
Yeah.
Oh, she's your babysitter.
Yes, Mrs. Simon Wiesenthal.
And I thought Gilbert was really funny with her and everything, but at the same point, I'm surprised that I figured you would have like ended your association with her because she was calling in during the show, but you're cool about it.
First time
no, she called a few times, in fact, because she really hates Gilbert.
Right, because Gilbert makes fun of the Holocaust.
He makes fun of the Holocaust, and I try to explain to her that Gilbert is out of his mind and can't help it.
Right, he can't.
What gives her that opinion? I'll never know.
Don't you think Gilbert is genuinely out of his mind? I don't mean like an act.
No, Gilbert is truly a sick person and can't help himself, but then the question is, where do you draw the line?
Right.
So, I mean, for her, the line is the Holocaust. I mean, I was going, he can't help himself, he's nuts.
Now, he called you the other night and got a hold of your 12-year-old daughter and started making sexually suggestive comments?
He asked her if she was growing hair and a part of her body, and he used the C word.
Oh my God. Wait a second.
She's 12 years old.
Gilbert, let me ask you. I got a 12-year-old, Gilbert. That is totally wrong.
Can you give me the number?
Gilbert, let me get this straight. You called Amy. Why did you call Amy?
I got a message.
Yeah.
It said, Amy wants to see you when she gets to New York, and then she says, give her a call. So I give her a call, and then who gets on the phone but...
the kid.
Yeah, Mrs. Simon Wiesenthal first.
Yeah, right.
The babysitter gets on the phone first?
The what?
The babysitter gets on the phone first.
And she starts yelling at you.
Yeah, she goes, you and you can't, she starts why do you say those things to me? Screaming at me. And then it's like this weird thing where it's like the daughter actually starts laughing at this stuff.
Oh, it's great. What a life.
Wait a minute. So how does the daughter...
Why did you say this about the Holocaust? And the daughter's like laughing.
Right.
Yeah, which eggs it on.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you believe all this is going on at your house, Amy?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
Wild. You like it, though, in some strange way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. It makes you feel alive. So, Gilbert.
Yes.
So then the daughter gets on the phone, Amy's daughter, her 12-year-old daughter. Now, don't you think it's a little wild to use the C word and ask her if she's growing hair down there?
Well, you like to get to know people.
Gilbert, it never occurred... Do you think at all I shouldn't do this?
No.
So, Amy, will you stop having a relationship with Gilbert?
Well, this is a problem for me. I mean, he's nuts, and I put up with people that have certain mental problems.
Because as a writer yourself, sometimes when you meet these characters, you're inspired by Gilbert, right?
Well, I mean...
You adore him on some level.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that will, insult an entire audience till they all leave and continues making jokes and laughing for himself, you know, he's not all there.
Yeah, I mean, Gilbert has gone up in concerts.
Oh, sure.
In concert, who did you open for, the Go-Go's?
Oh, yes.
And it was filled with, 12-year-old girls, the whole concert hall, and Gilbert just got up and started telling,
the dirtiest
vagina jokes you could think of. Right?
Yes, because...
And then even after when half the audience left, you kept doing it.
Yeah, they said there's a lot of parents out here with their little kids. so watch what you say.
So, Amy, what happened? You were out for the night.
Right.
And Gilbert calls to talk to you. Your daughter gets on. And then what did your daughter do when Gilbert asked these questions?
I think, I don't know, she got mad.
She got upset and hung up? Mm-hmm. Did she hang up on you, Gilbert?
No.
I mean, out of curiosity, did you get any answers?
What?
You didn't get any.
I know what she did. She yelled at him that his career was down the drain and he was just doing Cheerios commercials.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's really bad.
I mean, a 12-year-old tells you your career is over and you're doing Cheerios commercials.
So, but I've had this German housekeeper call me a few times with the daughter. Like they got some weird alliance. Like the daughter doesn't know.
Really? They're calling you on the phone?
Yes, it's.
Can you imagine what goes on in Gilbert's apartment?
Yeah, Gilbert's life.
So she started yelling at you. How long did she yell at you for?
Yeah, I've had her call up like 3 o'clock in the morning, screaming at me about the Holocaust.
Gilbert would change his phone number, but he's too cheap.
Yeah. And she calls me up and she goes, "You son of a bitch! Why do you guys say those things about the truth?" And then she'll put the daughter on.
At 3 in the morning.
Yeah, like training the daughter.
Amy, who do you have taking care of your child?
Her name is Barbara. Her parents both were in the Holocaust.
Right. But
well, why is she having your daughter at 3 o'clock in the morning on the phone with Gilbert?
I don't think they were calling it. Well, maybe it was for Gilbert. It was 3 in the morning. It was midnight for them.
Wow.
Oh.
This is wild.
I would never have anybody calling Gilbert for my child.
No. All right. So, okay. Anyway, to make a long story short, so now you're mad at Gilbert, right?
Well, I mean, I'm torn because on the one hand, I know he can't help it. On the other hand, it's like, for me, that's the line. When you, like, say things like that to my 12-year-old daughter.
Maybe it's gone too far.
Yeah.
And Gilbert, your defense is that they keep calling you?
Oh, yes.
I see.
They left messages that I couldn't leave. I couldn't play on your show.
They left messages for you?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Gilbert.
So,
Come on.
So evidently there's a war going on between the famous director Amy Heckerling and Gilbert Gottfried and her daughter and her babysitter whose parents were killed in the Holocaust.
And then it's like when they put the daughter on, the only way to get her off the phone is you say something truly obscene, and then Barbara gets really upset, the housekeeper, and goes, "Don't say that! Why are you saying that to a little girl?"
Which is funny because they keep getting on the line with Gilbert.
Yeah.
You would think they would just ignore him.
Yeah, she keeps putting the little girl on.
Yeah.
Then I say something dirty to the little girl, and she'll go, "Why are you saying that? How could you say that terrible things to a little girl?"
Is it possible that your babysitter is in love with Gilbert?
No.
No. She hates him.
Well, you don't call people on the phone who you hate.
Right. All right.
She has this attitude that she has to say what she thinks, and sometimes you tell her, no, you actually don't have to say what you think all the time.
Right.
But she really feels compelled to tell you what she thinks at all times.
All right, but anyway, at least I understand now why Gilbert's going over there for dinner. I didn't know Amy looked as good.
There's quite a lot of entertainment over at the house too.
Thank you, Gilbert.
Thank you.
Bye, Gilbert.
That's Gilbert Gottfried, everybody.
So I guess that's the last time he's coming to the house?
Yeah, I guess he's not allowed over anymore.
I don't know. My brother is really angry at him because he says, how could you let him talk, like that? But
that's what's fun about Gilbert.
Yeah, except at what point is it too much?
Right. Well, you might have reached the point.
The daughter was hot.
The daughter is hot? Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Gilbert. Gilbert, where are you appearing this week?
Nowhere.
Oh, I'll be at Caroline's this week on Wednesday.
All right. And what is it, Gary?
Baba Booey.
Just as long as we got Gilbert on the phone,
Baba Booey.
Amy was telling me in the green room that she also heard a rumor that Gilbert's banned from doing anything with Sony Studios because of some other weird thing that he did.
What did you do there, Gilbert?
Oh, that you read that review on the air.
Oh, what was that? I forget.
Oh, that was one of these weird corporate things.
And what did you do? You went to a Sony corporate thing, and what did you do?
Yeah, it was some kind of charity event. They had a statue on stage of a man and a little child, and I held it up and I said, "Thank you for giving me the Michael Jackson Award."
Oh, I see. Oh, okay, that's good. See, now that's funny. All right, hey Gilbert, thanks, man. Bye. I don't know. I love Gilbert. But you shouldn't say that to a 12-year-old. No, I would never have Gilbert near my children. Never.
You have to protect children from Gilbert.
If my kids ever got a hold of Gilbert's phone number with their Holocaust babysitter, I would just put a ban on all phone calls. So, Amy, listen, I'm excited to meet you. Not only I didn't know you were this good looking. Oh, by the way, Gorilla, you can leave. She's not going to put you in a
Yeah, what is he sitting there for?
I told him that maybe he should speak to Amy about a job, but it's never going to happen.
Dear.
About what?
He wants to be an actor, but the only way he gets jobs is if people feel sorry for him. So, Amy, talk to me about Clueless, first of all. You wrote that?
Yeah.
Now, where'd you get that idea?
I wanted to write about a really happy character because I had some bad luck with other scripts with more neurotic characters, and I go, well, I'll just write something really, really happy and see what happens.
Why? What other movies did you write?
Just things that didn't happen, and so I thought...
They couldn't get made.
Yeah, okay. It's like you go, enough of this. I'm just going to write something so happy that they're going to make it.
Right, because you don't seem like a happy person.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you seem real sad, right?
A woman who's running around screaming about the Holocaust all the time around.
Right,
yeah. Stuff like that.
No, but I could tell Amy's kind of depressed.
Yeah, it sounds like.
Which is attractive, I think.
Oh, God.
Who wants a woman who's, like,
happy?
Happy. You know? Must be something wrong with a happy woman. So you're all depressed and you wrote depressing scripts and they couldn't get made. So then all of a sudden you said, I'm going to write something really kind of fun and light.
Right.
And then that's how Clueless got started.
I just thought if I wrote the most optimistic character in the world.
Right.
Just ridiculously, you couldn't burst a bubble, just the happiest person, and I just go with that.
That is one of the funniest movies.
It is.
I can't believe you wrote that. That is so good.
Well, thanks.
God damn, is that a good movie.
And it's another one of those movies, when you see it on HBO, you have to sit down and start watching it.
Yeah,
you know,
every
you don't
time.
just flick through it.
Do you have anything to do with the TV series?
Not anymore.
Right, you just sold the rights to the Clueless name or something?
I did the first year, and then it went off ABC, and then they got a new producer, and it's UPN now.
And how did you keep the weight off of Alicia Silverstone while you shot the movie? Did you starve her? Did you keep her in a cage?
No, she's...
Did she have to ask for food?
Right.
She's a sweet girl. Is
she?
Yeah.
How did you know she'd be so good?
I loved her in those videos.
Yeah.
She was just hot.
Yeah. She was hot and clueless, and then, I don't know, she kind of porked up for Batman.
Well, I saw her last week. She looks great.
She does?
Yeah.
Does she have a mustache?
No, you know what she has? She
What?
has like this mouth that's just really sexual.
Pouty.
And pouty.
So maybe I imagine I see hair there.
No, it's like if you don't light her right, it's like her mouth throws a shadow on her face.
On her
Oh.
face? Oh,
She's
that's
got
what it is.
Really beautiful pouty lips.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl, but I mean, it looked like in Batman she had a 3-day growth.
You have to light her because she's got this gorgeous mouth. But
I saw that even in the last movie she did. I saw that shadow.
That's what Betty Thomas said about me in Private Parts.
What?
You have to light my... I have a beautiful pouty mouth, and it has to be lit properly. That's how come I look so gorgeous in there. So you're telling me that... Now, how long does it take you to write a movie like Clueless?
That one took me a few months. But then the problem is, like, till the studio reads it, till they give you the notes, till they decide. And I wrote that one for Fox, and then they put it in turnaround because they had movies like PCU come out, and they thought, oh, it's too similar.
And Fast Times at Ridgemont High, that was written by Cameron Crowe.
Yeah.
And how'd you get to direct that?
Let's see, I had other deals at Universal and things that were falling through, and then I met the producer, and he showed me the script, and I gave him a lot of notes, and he really liked the notes.
Oh, cool. And what did you do? Did you direct movies before Fast Times at Ridgemont High, or was that your first movie?
That was the first.
And how do you get to do that? I mean, did you do TV or something before that?
I had a short film.
Wow. Would you do that in college?
Yeah, at NYU and AFI.
And they saw your short film and they said, hey, this girl's got talent, and then they let her direct. Then they let you direct a movie like Fast Times?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you must be really scary talented. I've just been faking it all these years.
I loved your movie.
Thank you.
My daughter bought it on Laserdisc for her birthday.
See, it was important to me that you would love it.
I thought it was wonderful.
Good, good. Yeah, I wanted you to like it.
I did.
It's important to me that you like it. And now that I see it, it's even more important to me that you like it. And who did you have this daughter with? Were you married at one point?
Yeah.
Oh, who were you married to? Somebody famous?
Neil Israel. He wrote Police Academy.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Wait, look at all these power couples.
Yeah, she's really networked herself.
Yeah.
She'd date you if you have a name.
Boy, you date anybody who's not famous?
Yeah.
You do?
Like
really?
who?
Like me, maybe?
She's famous.
But you have tons of famous friends, right?
No.
You must have actors kissing your ass all the time, especially after Clueless.
Yeah, you wonder what's going on at the house. You have dinners, you have Gilbert. Do you have, these audiences?
Don't tell me you only have dinner with Gilbert. That would be so sad.
It is. And then he, wants you to, make food for him and pay for the cab and take him out.
I don't even know where you get started.
He's funny, and I feel sorry for him.
Really? You feel sorry for him? Is that it?
Yeah.
I got sucked up into that whole thing. Did you know Gilbert when he got into his operation?
That was terrible.
Well, let me tell you something. I was the only one. Me and Robin were the only ones who.
We both went.
We're the only ones who visited him in the hospital.
Yeah, I just called him on the phone. I mean, he went through hell.
And then this was really weird. Gilbert had his his appendix burst.
Yes.
Okay, and Gilbert is so cheap. I mean, this is an amazing story. Gilbert is so cheap, he wouldn't get a private ambulance service.
Right.
And he was too embarrassed to call a public ambulance because he told me he was afraid the newspapers would be front page that his appendix burst. So I said, what do you mean front page? He goes, yeah, well, if they get word that my appendix burst. Meanwhile, he calls me, don't say anything about it on the air because it'll be all over the newspapers. Then 2 months went by. He was still in the hospital for his
not a peep.
Not a peep. And he goes, can you say something? Maybe the newspapers will pick up that I'm in the hospital. It was pathetic. He's so delusional. And then he was laying alone in his apartment because he was embarrassed that his appendix burst. He just laid there and refused to call an ambulance and kept passing out. Then I get in there. Then he starts calling my house. He needs pajamas, but special pajamas with a drawstring, not an elastic.
And medication?
Medications. Well, that's where I draw the line. So I start going to the hospital and bringing him pajamas. I'm shopping for all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Special underpants he needs. And I'm saying to myself, you know, the guy's a wealthy guy. He's got a mother. He's got a sister. I saw them there at the hospital. How come he doesn't ask them for underpants and pajamas? Like, why is it me? I don't know him that well.
All of a sudden you became a member of the family?
Yeah, suddenly, but I was the only guy who got suckered into going to visit him. Except for Belzer. Belzer went. And Belzer sat there and read the newspaper the whole time.
We got him to do that.
Yeah.
Everybody who showed up at that hospital, we encouraged to do it.
Well, because Gilbert was in the hospital way too long, I started to feel bad for him. So I called Dice, and I got Dice to go over there. So Dice went over and saw him.
And then
Belzer. And then Gilbert told me, yeah, Belzer came, but he just sat and read the paper and then left. He didn't say anything.
That must have been so funny.
How great is that?
That's so sad.
That's so great. Yeah. And then I go over and I started bringing him all kinds of stuff. So finally he calls my house and he goes, can you get me, and that's the real Gilbert voice. I know, yeah. He goes, do you think you could get me a thermometer?
Right.
That reads, what was it? It reads out digitally. And I go, Gilbert, you're in a hospital. Just go downstairs, or send someone downstairs and get a thermometer. Well, I don't know. Would you please do it for me? And that's when I stopped calling him.
Yeah.
I said, I hope he dies in that hospital. I really do. I just don't care.
He's taking advantage of you.
Yeah, now I'm being taken advantage of. This is a guy who could get a thermometer. So call a drugstore. He has no relationship with the drugstore in his area. He has no relationships with any of the stores. Yeah. And then the scariest part was then Gilbert thought he was dying, so he started getting philosophical with me. And it was like this. It was like, what do you think it's all about? And if I ever get out of here, I'm going to really reevaluate. Like, maybe this isn't everything it's meant to be. And
right. Remember, he was going to give up comedy.
Yeah, and I'm thinking of I went, what is he going to do? Can become a brain surgeon?
He has the ability to do nothing.
And I knew this was the words of just a sick guy. But he wasn't that sick because all of a sudden this black nurse came in the room, and he goes, get out. Get out. I've had enough. And I go, Gilbert, you can't talk that way to that woman. She's taking care of you. She could slip urine in your IV. He started being abusive to the nurse.
Oh, I'm sure.
You can't help it.
If I ever get out of here, I'm going to call a 12-year-old girl and use the C word.
He can help it. See, this is where you get confused, Amy. He can help it for sure.
Yeah.
If your daughter was a big, burly, 6-foot-tall black man, Gilbert wouldn't say a word. He knows when to be appropriate and when not.
Right. Hey, Kreskin's on the
line.
On the line. But hey, Gary, tell Kreskin to call back after Amy leaves because I want to ask him some questions. Oh, here's your babysitter.
Howard, he says he can't. He says he's at a payphone and he won't tell me what his earth-shattering news is. You want me to just skip it?
Amy, do you mind if I... then line Kreskin up for tomorrow. 6 o'clock, first thing.
Oh, okay.
The only reason why, Howard, is because he says he's got some earth-shattering news that's going to make big news in 2 hours, and we're going to...
All right, okay, all right. Now he's sucking me in. Hold on 1 second. Amy, hold on a second. I got to take care of this guy. Kreskin.
You got him?
Now he's gone. Hello? God damn it.
We got him, Howard. He just hung up. He's right back on the phone again. Hold on.
What line?
Hang up your phone and... Nope.
Oh, boy. He doesn't know how.
We can contact the dead Sam Kinison, but we can't contact Kreskin. How's that possible? Hello? Gary,
Did you hang it up?
Same line, Howard. He's there now.
Okay. Kreskin.
Howard.
Yeah.
Kreskin.
All right, I'm here with Amy Heckerling. I'm anxious to talk to her. So, Kreskin, first of all, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, I got to tell you something.
Go ahead.
Can you and Robin hear me?
Yeah.
I am calling you right now from resorts in Atlantic City. I had been performing at another casino last night. Instead of driving home, and by the way, we've got witnesses because the press is coming in. I went into the casino and I thought, I'm going to play a little bit of blackjack. I lost $230, and so I got $30 more. I'm going to play it. And Howard and Robin, and as far as my judge, I ended up winning 21 hands in a row which no one in the whole casino ever heard of. I now have $4,000 and a guard standing next to me. 21 hands.
That's not big news, is it?
I thought
you were going to say $21 million.
Are racing to the scene.
Yeah. In fact, there's a couple of reporters, Preston. They want to meet with you immediately.
Rather is going to Atlantic City to do the news tonight.
No, you understand, Robin. I just did this as a lark.
Preston, you need to get laid. You really do. I'm going to fix you up with Amy Heckerling.
If you can channel the dead, of course you can win 21 hands in a row.
But not with one. I didn't lose one hand.
Is that earth-shattering news, Gary?
I got to tell you something.
That is such a non-news event.
Kreskin a lot of times will call me and tell me
it's not even big winning.
that he's got earth-shattering news.
Right.
But it's big news to Kreskin.
Right.
And he absolutely refused to tell me what it was. He had to tell you, and he said it was going to make headlines.
No.
Kreskin, that is not going to make any headline.
That's all right.
All right.
$4,000 is wonderful.
And those guards are near you because you're scary.
Yeah, people don't like you. They're afraid of you.
Don't say that, Howard.
Kreskin, just do me a favor, okay?
Yeah.
I want to clear up this Halloween show concept.
We're going to have... I want to tell you something. Halloween morning, all I can tell you is going to be a happening, and your place is going to rock.
All right, listen to me.
I promise you that.
All right, let me just clear it up because I got to do this fast, and I want to speak to you tomorrow.
I know you've got another guest.
Yeah, okay. Here's the deal. So you're telling me I'm going to pick the people off the street.
Yes.
All right, how many people?
I want you to get me to begin with because we're going to narrow it down to a handful.
See, he's going to pick
No,
these.
I want to pick the people.
All right, get me 30 or 40 people.
Okay. 30 or 40 people.
Let me from that. I want to pick the cream of the crop from that group.
Fine, that's okay with me.
Fine, that's fine.
Well, we'll pick the people. Who cares?
Nah, I don't like it.
That's the way it's got to be.
That's the way it has to
Then
be.
it's a trick.
Of course it's a trick. You don't think he's really going to get... Jesus. It's still amazing.
Hey, I got $4,000. You're giving me a coronary.
All right, Kreskin, I'll get 30 or 40 people. You'll pick, what, 5 or 6?
I may pick more than that.
Okay.
I may want a dozen people.
All right, we're going to sit down around a table.
Well, yes, but I don't want to tip it ahead of time.
Okay.
See, now, there's all kinds of rules.
I'll talk to Gary, and I'll tell him how many tables we want.
Tables.
Yeah, we want more than one table.
Okay, fine, I don't care.
Howard and I are going to be involved in this?
Yeah, we want about 4 or 5 cards.
And one of those people will be able to channel Sam Kinison.
Well, if they don't channel him, something's going to happen that will certainly be as close as anybody ever did in channeling anybody, and we're going to try to channel him.
Okay, fine. All right. All right. Go back to the table. I'll talk to Amy.
You going to play some more?
Huh?
Go play some more cards.
No, I'm going home.
This guy probably has $80 million. $4,000 is meaningless to him.
4,000.
Howard and Robin, I'll tell you something. Halloween is going to be...
All right. Just get in here. You don't have to hype. I'll do all the hype.
All right.
Thank you. Goodbye. This guy's annoying. Oh, so hard to take, but he really does have some sort of...
Amy, have you had him over to the house? No.
Yeah. He can insult your babysitter. He does great Holocaust jokes.
I thought you should say $5 million.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
$1,000? What, is he playing at the $5 table?
Oh, it's been an hour since my last commercial break.
Oh, you're kidding.
Amy, can you hang on through the commercials? You don't mind? All right.
It's been a whole hour?
Yeah. I got to take a commercial break. I got hung up. I didn't know Amy looked like this. I had no idea. I thought you were like some old bag or something.
Oh, come on.
Really? I did. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Nobody sees your picture. How come we never see a picture of you?
Yeah.
I'm shy.
Yeah. Who knew you were so hot?
I don't do,
What movie are you working on now?
It's called A Night at the Roxbury, and it's with some of the people from Saturday Night Live.
You mean those dancing guys? You're making a whole movie of that?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Did you write this one?
No, the guys and Steve Korn from Seinfeld wrote it. Chris Kattan, Will Ferrell, and Steve Korn.
And you read the script and you liked it?
Well, actually, I saw the sketch, and I just know so many guys like that, and I thought there's something really wonderful about...
I think that sketch is real funny, but I can't imagine turning that into a full-blown-out movie.
They don't do that the whole time. It's just about
Really?
guys that keep hitting on girls and getting rejected.
All right. Well, if you're involved, it must be good. I mean, she doesn't make clunkers. I would normally say that that's going to be a clunker.
It's a very sweet movie.
It is?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you seem to know what you're doing, so. The Roxbury guys.
It's funny.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think that guy's real funny, the one Roxbury guy.
Oh, yeah, the tall one?
No, the
Or
other
the
guy.
short one?
The short guy.
Okay.
He scares the hell out of me. You're not having an affair with him, are you?
Why do you say that?
Because I just could read into you. Are you having an affair with him?
No.
You have not gotten on with him?
No.
Are you lying? I knew it.
She's dating that guy?
I can tell.
No.
I can tell you are. You are, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a yes. That's a yes. She's dating that Roxbury guy.
Oh, man.
I knew it. Why can I look at you and know you're not telling me the truth? And why can I look at you and know that you're dating him?
Something's going on.
How did I tap into that?
I don't know.
Because I just know things. I swear I just know things.
You and Creston.
No, but I really do just know things. How is it that I know these things? I'm right, aren't I? I pulled that out of the clear blue.
You want to
I swear. Nobody said anything to me, nothing.
Are we like on the air now?
They were on the air. How could I know that?
And she doesn't want anybody to know?
I don't know if she wants anyone to know anything.
No.
God damn it. The thoughts got to stop coming into my head.
Yeah, right.
You think, you think I set that up?
Yes, I do.
I swear to
Just
God.
like Prescott, you have your
I swear to God I didn't. I just looked at you and suddenly I saw you getting it on with him. I swear on my life of my
You're
children.
psychic now.
I swear on the life of my children. Well, I must be, goddammit. When it comes to sex, I can zero in on anything.
A sexual psychic.
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it.
You are correct, sir.
I know penis and vagina better than any man on the planet.
That guy?
I'm just amazed at myself.
Oh, you.
I really am.
Somebody wrote
baby. Robin, I swear on a stack
Somebody
of Bibles.
wrote it to you.
I swear on the life of my children, nobody wrote it to me. I just kind of had the feeling off.
I am not going to entertain this.
I was totally fishing. I was fishing. I swear on the life of my children. I was totally
that
fishing.
means anything to you.
It does. I am impressed with myself. All right.
What do we need Kristen for and all?
We don't. Stick with me. All right, listen, let's take a break.
Okay.
Amy's here. She did the whole movie Clueless. She's the director.
Yeah. She wrote it and directed it.
Right. And your babysitter's on the line, too.
She is?
Yeah.
Does she spend any time watching your child? She's always on the phone.
Bronson Pinchot you were with? And now this guy?
Police.
You do a lot
were
better.
you cheating on Bronson with this guy?
No.
No.
Well, Bronson left.
Why would Bronson leave you? Does he think he can do better?
Well, I wasn't paying enough attention.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Oh, what kind of attention does he take?
Sex.
No, I did that.
I did that. Oh, Tom, get out of here. Get out of here. I told you to disappear. Now I'm going to talk for another hour because you walked in.
Like a wounded dog.
Get out. Ass. All right, I'll take a break. The biggest news I've learned so far is Alicia Silverstone has no mustache.
And it's a lighting problem.
Yeah, right. It's a lighting problem. All right, we'll be back right after this. You know, I'm sitting here with Amy, and Amy is falling in love with me. I can see it. Amy Heckerling, famous director.
You're ruining her new romance.
Yeah, I already destroying that romance she has with that Roxbury guy. Screw that guy.
No.
He's no good. I mean, he's talented and everything, but he can't.
What good is that?
He can't get you off like I can. Anyway, this is exciting for me to meet you. I'm a huge fan of the movie Clueless and Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I just think those are two brilliant movies, and especially because you wrote Clueless. That's too cool. You're too smart for the room. What, were you real smart as a kid?
No.
Really?
No, just shy and alienated.
Hey, join the club.
Yeah, I know. It's a good club.
Right. The Shy and Alienated Club. Were you were not popular in high school?
In high school, no.
I would think you're kind of cute. I mean, I would think you'd be popular.
My high school was mostly homosexual, though.
Oh, yeah.
I was to art and design.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How'd you get in that?
Hey, now.
You must have been talented when you were young.
Drawing pictures.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You can actually do artwork?
Well, I did when I was a kid.
Wow. Good Jay. Oh, and this is Jay.
I was going to say, who is sitting next to her now?
This is Jay. Jay is her editor.
This is Uncle Jay. And
I'm the Uncle Jay.
He edited Clueless and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
You've known him since college?
I've known him since college. He worked on the TV series. We've been working with
Right,
him for many years.
Working at Roxbury.
Yeah. And you were a stalker as well, right? That's how you met Amy?
Oh, listen,
Yes.
I always had the hot for Amy, and then
Right.
I saw her musical movie at NYU, and I said, I got to get to know her.
You never got in her pants?
Nah.
Even all the years that you were sitting and editing Amy's movies and you'd work all night.
On a late night.
And you never attempted to get into her
I
pants?
offered.
Really?
I offered.
You were a married
Didn't want
man?
the dick. No.
No? Didn't want it, huh?
Yeah.
Did you know while you were editing Clueless that it would be a hit?
Yeah.
You did know?
I saw the film. I just said.
You knew it would be big?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I would have known that. Jesus. So you were the producer of Clueless as well, the writer and the director?
Scott Rudin produced it.
Oh.
It was at Paramount with all our buddies, and I wrote it and directed it.
So you must have made a ton of dough off of that movie, right?
No, because you know what?
How is that possible?
I don't know.
You're not a multimillionaire?
Oh, I am, sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
Geez, if you're not. And did your first husband get any of that money? No.
Yeah.
He took your money?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I hate that.
He got over $1 million.
He did. Wow. See, that's, women got to give up money sometimes, too, if they're real successful.
Yeah.
It happens a lot, Howard. Too.
Maybe that's why Bronson Pinchot left. Thought he'd have to sign a prenup.
He did.
He did have to sign a prenup.
He did sign a prenup, but then we broke up.
Oh, you were going to get married, though?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Bronson Pinchot.
Yeah.
And he's your kind of guy.
He's very smart and he's very funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have worn off, like all guys.
Are you sad about this? She doesn't
seem all that broken up. She's got a pretty good...
I'm sad. I'm sad about things. I don't know.
You seem real sad.
Yeah.
Like most directors.
Yeah.
Are you saying all directors are sad?
Yeah. And you don't even have your period right now, right? Or you do have your period. Oh, no wonder you're sad.
Right again.
You have your period?
No.
You do have your period, don't you? Do you or don't you have your period?
No.
Raise your right hand. I solemnly swear.
I don't know right and left.
I see. I see she's having her period. I don't care. I'll still have sex with
Look,
you.
you got to answer these questions quickly here. Otherwise, that means it's true.
All right, here's your babysitter. Hi. Hello, Barbara?
Howard.
Yes. Yeah,
I think I'm the last person Amy wants to talk to.
No, I want to talk to you.
Hey, I talk to her every day. I mean, how you
Yeah.
But first of all, she doesn't have her period because we both have our period together.
Oh, you do?
It's going to be on the 6th.
Is that true?
It's going to be on the 6th.
All right, good. And listen, it's no fun to have you on unless Gilbert's here. So the next time Gilbert's on, we'll put you back on.
Late. Gilbert was here.
Yeah, we had Gilbert before. Okay.
I know that, Howard.
But all of your appearances have been great.
Gilbert's back.
Oh, Gilbert's back. Wait, Gilbert's back on the line. Hold on.
He heard you were here.
Yeah. Gilbert?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. She's on the phone.
Oh, my God. I wanted to know if Amy went out with them on Friday.
No, I didn't. No.
Did you tell them off?
I didn't tell him off. I just don't know what to do about it.
Why do you want a babysitter, Amy, that keeps pressuring you to tell Gilbert off?
Well, I mean, for me...
What? I'm protecting I'm protecting her child. Excuse me.
Yeah, but you're the...
Do you call Gilbert daughters?
Every time they call me.
I'm getting so upset.
Let me understand this.
You have 3 daughters, Howard.
Yeah, but why would you put the 12-year-old on the phone with Gilbert if you know he's unstable?
She went on the phone on her own because she said, I'm going to tell him off myself. She heard...
And then he asked about her pubic hair.
No, I'll tell you exactly. Every time they call me up, I always say to this woman, I always go, first I insult her about the Holocaust, and then I go, look, I feel really terrible. Can I just say hello to Amy's daughter?
Right.
She'll put her right on.
Right.
She always goes, oh, sure, put the right on.
What you idiot?
And then I'll say, do you have any hair on your... And she goes, why do you say those things? And then she starts screaming at me, and I say, well, you're right. Let me apologize. Put her on.
Right.
She goes, okay, put her on again. And they go, would you like to suck? She goes, why did you say that? Was it cool? And I go, look, yeah, you're right. It's terrible. Let me just say happy birthday to her. Put her on. And again, she puts her on.
Oh, my God.
It's like dealing with a cartoon character.
Gilbert, you do this all for fun. I mean, you don't even receive payment for this, and you do it.
Yes.
Right. But Barbara, why would you keep putting Amy's daughter on?
Why are you calling Gilbert?
Barbara...
I'm just saying something in my defense.
Yes.
Okay, we did some crank calls on Gilbert. That's because Molly wanted to do it.
Amy, you have a babysitter that makes crank calls.
Molly is much smarter than Gilbert. She can really tell him off, okay? But he doesn't have the right. That's a whole different story to call the house and say something so dirty.
Your whole family's involved with Gilbert.
Last time. Howard.
This is crazy.
Howard, I'm not going to say the words that I'm not supposed to say.
What's the word?
Shut up. I'm talking to Howard now. Howard, can I say the sentence?
Yeah, Barbara, can I say something?
One sentence.
What?
You know what Molly said? Gilbert, I would appreciate if you did not talk about my bodily development on the air, okay?
How long have you been living in this country that you can't speak English?
So Howard, you know what he said to her? One sentence only. And she said, what did you say? And he said, I said you have a B-I-G.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Big I can't say something. I can't say big.
She can't say hello. Forget other words.
Amy, does it concern you that your babysitter and your daughter are making phony phone calls to Gilbert at all times of the night?
Well, I didn't know. I found out about that later.
Right.
I mean, they found his phone number and they just decided to bother him.
Right.
And I always say, every time they
him.
call, I say, put Amy's daughter on, and she always does it.
Right. Even though she knows,
Three Stooges thing.
even though she knows,
You're going to be inappropriate.
even though she knows you're going to be inappropriate, she puts her on.
Yeah, it's like she blanks out for a second.
Yeah.
You give her an order, and she does it. Very German.
Yeah.
No, because she calls me up at
Gilbert, in a sense, you are like a Nazi to her. Whatever you say, she does.
Yes, you give her an order, and it's like she'll call me at 3 in the morning, and I'll say, you know, did they allow people in camps to make long-distance calls?
Right.
Which sets her off.
And she'll go, and this is another thing I couldn't understand for years. She used to go, why do you make these, it sounded like table jokes. And it was actually terrible jokes. Can't pronounce it. So she goes, why do you make these table jokes? And I'll go, what do you mean table jokes? Like, you're making these table jokes. And then I ask, like, I'll say, look, I'm really sorry. Just put Molly back. That's a horrible thing to say to a little girl. And then, right after I say that, I'll go, well, just put her on again. I just want to tell her I'm sorry. And I'll say, you know, Molly, I'd really like to put my hand in you. And she goes, why you do that again?
Look what's going on with your family, Amy. This is the movie you got to make. It's the Gilbert movie.
The Gilbert and Molly show.
Yeah, the Gilbert, Molly, and Barbara show.
Really?
Howard?
Yeah.
Gilbert used the C word. That's all I have to say, and he doesn't have to do that. He's only apologizing for what he did.
The reason she says
He's
the
not
C
even
word is she can't
apologizing.
pronounce it.
He's just feeling really awkward what he did, and everybody, knows that. And
Right.
all the people called me.
knows that.
Everybody called me after the interview and said they hate and despise Gilbert.
Right.
He's like a little,
They said he should be marched off and shot.
he's like a parasite. He's like a parasite.
Barbara, what
Please
happened?
Don't waste Amy's time.
Barbara, what
Don't waste-
happened?
Amy's too important.
Yes.
Gilbert is a big nothing. And
Right.
why did he?
A big Nazi?
He's a big nothing. He's a zero. I mean, go to Germany and let them kill you there.
You know what? You know what?
Let them kill you there.
You know what, Barbara? You're
zero.
Barbara. You're
let us kill you.
Barbara. You're
But I
obsessed.
love Amy. I do
Yes,
love Amy.
you're obsessed with the Nazis.
Gilbert.
I said to Gilbert after the show the other day that I suspect that you are in love with Gilbert.
I told you.
There is no way you would call him this much. I think.
Yes, Molly said, we got to take revenge, Barbara, what he did to you. And you know what? She can put him down. She can put him down so good, Howard, you would die if you heard it.
Really?
And then, of course, he has nothing to say, so he has to be dirty. That's when you have nothing more to say, you dirty.
But you're the babysitter. You're the babysitter. You're supposed to.
Howard, that's so low.
I also have
so
pants
low.
material.
He's so
Who else are you
uneducated.
calling?
Uneducated.
Are you and Amy's daughter calling on the other people or just Gilbert?
No, only Gilbert because we have.
I'll call Henry Winkler.
Howard, we don't call that much anymore. We used to call like one.
Right. Did you know any of this was going on, Amy?
I found out afterwards, and I thought Molly and her ex-stepbrother had taken the phone numbers, and
I
the kids
see.
were calling.
Right.
And then this is true. She actually got Amy to pay her more money
Right.
for taking care of the kid by saying, he keeps making jokes about the Holocaust. So she paid her more.
I'll tell you, Amy,
She was
you're
using the
just jealous.
$6 million to get her
You
ring.
are so jealous because you have that whole horrible. I mean, if somebody had a crush on me like you, I would rather die.
Now, I understand. Now, Gilbert was saying things about you after you hung up the other day. He said that you look like me. Is that true?
That's not, well, Howard, I have big hair and everything, but I don't really have your features.
You're
My
lucky.
nose is a little smaller,
Mhm.
and I do look like Grace Slick. That's really true. People tell me that. Ask Amy.
Gilbert, were you attracted to Barbara at all? Was maybe there a love thing underneath all of this?
I don't think so.
Well, in a night porter kind of way.
A night porter?
Oh, remember there was this
What
movie,
was that
The
movie
Night
about-
Porter, with Dirk Bogarde, with a Nazi and a Jew.
That's all you can talk about.
All right, so, Barbara, you will never have sex with Gilbert? Is that what you're saying?
I told you that before. It's an impossible thing for me. It's because
I think she's in love with me the way that guy that
First of all,
in Schindler's List was in love with the Jewish girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Howard.
Yes.
Howard, I'd pay you $500 if I see Gilbert having an erection. $500
I'll come over
right now.
Right.
I would pay.
You
If
can
I
see
see him, that's enough.
That's gone too far. You've gone too far. You've gone too far. All right, listen. Gilbert, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And Barbara, thank you.
But Howard, one thing before we go.
Yes.
As talented as I just wanted to say one thing. It's a pleasure to work for Amy, and she's a wonderful person. She's not like the Hollywood people, you know.
Right. Amy, are you upset with Barbara at all out of all of this?
She's so smart and funny, and she's a great boss. And she's a great boss.
She doesn't beat me with the head of a rifle. Lining up against the wall. And asked if I had any skills and then shot me.
Howard.
Oh, yes.
I truly
She never shaved my head or put a tattoo on me. Such a wonderful woman.
Howard.
Yes.
I go into the shower, just water comes out. It's a wonderful place to live.
Oh.
She gives me lunch, but she doesn't pour it into a metal pail. She doesn't make me march for 20 days in the snow. She doesn't try medical experiments on me.
Get him off the phone and talk to Amy, please.
All right, let me hang up on both of you.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you. I gotta go out and run anyway.
All right. Yeah, okay. Goodbye, Gilbert. Good luck with your jog, Gilbert. There he is. That is your nightmare, Amy.